As you guys know, as you guys know, that I thought everything was fine yesterday. The thing is, is that I had to stay up until like 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning this morning just to shut everybody up because I wanted to go to bed at about midnight. Actually, I wanted to go to bed about 11:30 last night, but everybody kept on bitching at me, wanting me to stay up. So I had to stay up until at least 2:30, 3 o'clock just to shut everybody up. But when I woke up about, I don't know, about almost an hour ago, I noticed that people were blaming me for everything again. Because they're bringing up doomsday and shit. Well, the thing is, they're all pointing fingers at me. Well, the thing is, I already have doomsday blocked, number one. And number two, there are like 2 to 3 people, actually about 4 people in that group on Instagram that has doomsday followed. There's one person that's been talking to doomsday and still is, and they're not even pointing fingers at that person. So they need to stop blaming me for everything. They need to look at my list that I have on who I'm following and who's following me. Because the thing is, they are refusing to look at my list because they just rather to keep blaming me for this shit. And you know what? That's just pathetic. Because I didn't make these people team leaders just so they can start going off on me. Because I actually have every right to remove the team leaders again. Because they are actually abusing their team leader powers and the co-owner powers. Apparently, Ruby, Zach, and Feisty is blaming me for something that Doomsday is doing. Well, number one, there are like 3, 4, 5 other people in that group that is following Doomsday and possibly talking to them. They're just not going off on them. They're always pointing fingers at me, and it needs to freaking stop. Because I'm really getting tired of it. I mean, they don't even blame anybody else but me. You know, that's just pathetic. And I will read what was being said. Right here. Um, the thing is, I was sleeping. And you know what? The thing is, they got hit by 2 hitmen. They for some stupid reason, Ruby and Feisty thinks it was Doomsday. Well, it could have been. Because Doomsday plays 23 hours a day. Then Ruby, for some stupid reason, says someone hired some skins to kill us. Then Feisty, I don't know why in the hell she even had to bring this up. Who recruits people? But you know what? The thing is, I think the only reason why Feisty and Ruby are dating is just so they can go off on me and trying to get everybody to come after me. And then Raider. Then Ruby says I'm a suspect. So the thing is, Doomsday, from what I saw on Raiders follow list, he is following Doomsday. As far as I know, Feisty is following Doomsday. Especially Breaker. Then you also have Lexa, who's actually been talking. Then you have Lexa, who's been talking to Doomsday. So the thing is, I'm not the one that's been doing this. So they better stop blaming me for their shit. Because I am not going to tolerate it anymore. Because if they want to continue to blame me, I will kick them from the team. But I'm not going to, because that's just plain mean. Because I'm the owner of TBSH, and I actually have the right to remove people. But if I do that, TBSH will get disqualified. But I'm tired of people blaming me for everything that they're causing. And why would they even blame me for it? I mean, when I was playing with Ruby and Feisty, we were getting killed by Doomsday anyway. Do they even realize that Doomsday plays 23 hours a day? They do need to realize that. Instead of just blaming me for their shit. But you know what? The thing is, they really need to stop pointing fingers at me and start looking at other people that has Doomsday added. Because the thing is, I know that there's people in that group on Instagram that is talking to Doomsday. And yet they're always pointing fingers at me. And that needs to stop. But you know what, like I said, they need to stop pointing fingers at me and start going off on the other people that actually has Doomsday added. Because, number one, they can't tell me who I can and can't talk to. Number one. Because everybody else in that message group on Instagram is breaking the rule. And yet they're blaming me for it. But I'm serious. They need to stop blaming me for everything. Because the thing is, I actually have realized ever since Breaker not only joined TBSH but left, there's still been a lot of fighting. And as for me, as an owner of a team, needs to try to take care of it. But I can't because one, you have people that's trying to take over it and claim they're going to make it better when they're actually making it worse. And I knew I made the wrong decision making everybody a co-owner and team leader. Because obviously nobody's doing anything right. But you know what? I don't know. It was actually the worst mistake for me to even hire people to become team leaders and co-owners. Because obviously it's been screwing up the whole team. But you know, the only thing that I do agree on is what Raider said in this, that we all need to do everything as a team. You know, it's not just gonna be for me. You know, that's why I should make everybody a team leader and or co-owner, because it's just not right. Started where I try to come up with an idea to make TBSH more or less fightive, meaning more arguments and fights. But you know, like I said, I don't know what to say. To be honest, I actually lost trust in everybody right now. Now, as y'all probably heard right now, there's a snowstorm that's gonna be hitting my area soon, and you know what? You know what's interesting? They actually did say that well, yesterday when I checked the weather, mm, this beef jerky is good. Um, they are actually talking a snowstorm for us before New Year's. But but just to recap, you guys, everybody needs to stop blaming me for their shit. Okay, this beef jerky is dry. But you know what? I don't care anymore. You know what? If they all want to blame me for things that they are doing, then I'm just going to blame everybody except for a couple for talking to Doomsday. Because I know everybody except for two people are talking to Doomsday. Because, like I said, I had Doomsday blocked since this morning. And yeah. Now, the two people that I mentioned that I'm not gonna blame, the two people is Louis and Louis and Mars because they're having a family emergency, and I know they're not talking to Doomsday. That I know, and a lot of you probably heard it, and some of you probably don't know what's going on, but Louis and Mars's grandma is dying, and it's actually hurting. Um, you know, Louis and Mars's grandma has stage 4 cancer, and I don't know if it's treatable or not. From what I was told by Mars, their grandma's gonna have surgery on the 6th. Hopefully, she can make it. The way it's sounding is probably not gonna happen. Um, it's gonna hurt. Um, 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 but yeah, so the thing is, there's a chance that Mars probably won't participate in this tournament. And in my opinion, I am praying for Louis and Mars because it's going to be hurting them more than anything. It's going to be the worst part of family to actually see this stuff happen. Now, the thing is, if Mars needs to take time from being on PSN, I am okay with that. I rather be by Mars's side and Louis' side this the whole time. I mean, I want to drop out of the tournament just to be on their side because family is more important than this tournament. Mars wanted me to participate in the tournament, but the only thing is, why do I actually need to when we have two people trying to get everybody to go up against me? That ain't gonna happen. um, but but in my opinion, you know, family is more important than anything. So, But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully some some people from TBSH or whoever can watch this a little bit later on, because I know they're all probably talking to Doomsday and thinking that they're actually sleeping when I know for a fact that, yeah. But anyway, so I'm just thinking about not participating in this tournament because I'd rather stay right beside Mars and Louis as they go through this bad time. But I mean, we do need the points. But the only problem that we're gonna have is that in the tournaments past, we but because family is more important, and Mars and Louis is actually right that it is. Um, but we'll have to wait and see how it works. But I don't know. I don't know, but oh well. But I'll do my hardest to keep you guys posted on what the outcome of this stuff will be.